When you start a skill, when you start an exercise, thinking of the journey can be very daunting. It can be uninspiring. There will be your level of disinterest can be high if you are not motivated and if you don't understand the the quest you are about to engage yourself with, which is normal. But you are one step better when you don't give up. It's people who don't give up or who don't quit. At the end of the day, they tend to find the rhythm of how things work in the whole chaos. Because starting a new skill or starting an exercise is very challenging. It comes with a lot of challenges that even some people, it's when they're hands on doing the job, they discover, oh, I have this challenge. Some people, it's even before they get into the job, they have already identified the challenges that they would face. But you see, those challenges are meant to build that resilience, make you understand what you are getting into better, and you appreciate it along the line. Because I recall in my graphics design journey, I've always had this insecurity about how to use masking when it comes to image. Have like, it's a terrible idea when I hear it, when I watch videos or tutorials. I'm always like, God, when will I learn this thing? And it hit me last week. I was just practicing and learning a tutorial. Then it happened that I had to use the masking technique, and I saw myself using it effortlessly, back and forth, and I was like, wow. But for me to get to that point, it took a series of trials and error, and taking things slowly and not overwhelming myself with a lot of information. I knew I had to take things slowly, and it takes time. Nothing good comes easy. Everything takes time. There's a progression, there's a rhythm, there's a bop to everything. And you just have to flow with it. It's a flow state. You have to be in that flow state. And being in that flow state takes time, patience, and it builds resilience. Because when you stay and you don't quit, you're always one step better, you're always improving. In any exercise, in any workout, in any endeavor you embark on, you're always better, you're always improving. And that's how it works in life with every other thing. The moment you quit is when you you stop being better. That's the end of that challenge. The moment you quit. But once you are positive and you are optimistic that I am going to see through to this workout, to this exercise, to this challenge or endeavor, I'm going to see through. It's going to be, I'm going to face it squarely, and I'm going to make the best out of the situation. You see, that's when things begin to make sense, and there's always that light in the tunnel that gives you clarity of mind. And why most times it feels like you have a challenge is because you probably don't understand the basics. But once you understand the basics, it will be like a leverage for you to understand other things that has been making you feel insecure. So that struggle of feeling like you are scared to make advances, to improve, to overcome that obstacle would only go away when you stay long enough, when you don't quit, but you stay. So my encouragement to you guys is the fact that you are always one step better when you don't quit, when you don't give up on anything that you are doing. You always would get better. Try it. I've tried it, and it's something that I apply, and I know that it's night and day. It's night and day difference. I understand the levels of insecurities most people will have when it comes to a particular task that they are just getting involved with. It takes time to build momentum. It takes time to be skillful at something. It takes time to be a professional. But when you start with the basics, and with time you upskill. That's how it works everywhere. So your fear is because you feel that you want to jump from, your fear is coming from the fact that you want to jump from point A to point Z without going through B, C, D, E, F, and the rest that you have to go through before getting to Z. So most of us are in a hurry to get to Z before get to Z before even going through B, C, D. So most times our insecurities would always come from not taking proper form, not understanding that there is a process to mastery. There is a process to it. You don't by cuts or shortcut the process. There is a process. You enjoy the process. You learn the basics of whatever skill it is. So these are my words to you guys. I hope you learned one or two things, and I'm very grateful for your time, and thank you for giving me your attention. And we'll see in the next video, and we'll yap again. So have a great day and stay blessed, guys. Bye.